Hello, and welcome. You're listening to the realest podcast out there, the C.A.P.Cast. Brought to you by your hosts, Eli, Maverick, Austin, Tyler, Damien, and whoever else decides to talk in the background this week. If you wish to support the show, like, subscribe, and leave a comment to let us know your thoughts on today's topic, or how annoying your least favorite host was this week. And without further ado, I present to you the realest episode yet. No cap. Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the C.A.P.Cast. I am one of your hosts, Eli.
I'm the other three hosts, Tyler.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Tyler, and we're out of traffic.
Yep,
Yeah,
notably
we sure
Tyler is back.
All of us are out of traffic. Really, I'm Maverick, and that's Damien.
And Fire Hydrant's here too, as well as Geogria.
Special guest, Georgia, a.k.a. Geogria Damien Dog.
What's the dog doing?
Georgia, speak.
Wiener! Wiener! So
Georgia likes it when we say
Tyler is back. First time in like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
It's
It's been a doozy of traffic.
yeah. And dude, let me tell you, he's been in it.
Have I?
In traffic? Have you
Oh,
not?
yeah.
It's been 4 weeks.
5.
5.
We just
It's
said
been
5.
5 weeks.
Eli is feeling good tonight.
Ooh, no, I'm not.
But you know,
I almost said a bad word.
do you wanna,
We're only a minute in.
yeah.
Ballsack emoji.
Okay. So, do you want to say what today's topic is about?
I'll say it.
Today, Damien is going to tell us our topic.
Guys,
Guys, today, Damien is telling the topic.
Guys, today we're talking about middle school.
no!
Good
You're
job.
Damien?
Good job, Damien.
Did he
Good
just
job.
openly call himself Damien?
Dude, that's terrible.
Dude, Tyler, can you stop being such a crybaby?
Sorry.
No. Damien, that wasn't to you. That was to Tyler over there.
So
Okay.
anyways, we're going to talk about our experiences in middle school.
Yes.
school.
Everyone's favorite time.
I don't think that's a accurate statement.
Oh, yeah?
I don't remember much from
You
middle
will, you will as we start
You
talking.
literally will.
I was traumatized.
Okay.
When weren't you?
Yeah.
True.
I'm always traumatized.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's not really been a
There's
section.
always something going
There's
on.
never been a section in your life that you've been like, you know what? That was okay. Maybe like 2 days, but
What about Vegas?
That is pretty good.
that was pretty good.
We got no bitches.
That's
Trauma.
traumatizing. Okay, so middle school, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys remember from 6th grade?
I went to California.
In 6th grade?
I did.
What?
So it was Christmas break, 6th grade year, and my aunt got a notification from Delta, and there were plane tickets on sale for just paying tax. So we paid $20 a ticket,
Wow.
and we all flew to California. And so I went to school for 2 days after Christmas
Nobody
break,
wanted to go to California.
and then I left. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to California, and I left to California. I went to San Francisco.
Oh.
I went to Fisherman's Wharf, Stinson Beach, the Muir Woods, the Golden Gate. That's my
We're
Virginia
like the
hat.
Golden
Your
Gate.
what? Your
And
Virginia
I went
hat?
snowboarding in Lake Tahoe in Alpine Meadows.
Virginia.
I saw my grandparents' house up there. It was pretty cool. They had llamas.
Llamas? I don't like llamas.
Did
It
they
might
have
actually
hats?
be in that book. Hang on. What year is this?
Careful.
Ah!
You son of a bitch. Are we still connected?
Yes.
How? Stop.
Hey.
Ask.
Can I have that book?
This one?
Dude, I swear that is Damien.
I believe
That
it.
picture looks like Damien.
But use that as our reference picture for Damien.
Dude. It's if you're wondering, is a picture of what seems to be a very young Damien.
It is this book.
But it's actually Damien's sister.
You guys had yearbooks for your family?
We did. We sent them to all of our grandparents.
Wow.
This one got lost in transit from moving my grandparents here, and this is supposed to be my grandfather's.
Oh,
Yeah, there I am.
Huh.
look at you.
That's-
So much hope left.
Yeah, I know. Premature battleship era.
Oh my god. You battleships.
I know you were jizzing your little boy pants there.
Wow.
I didn't like that sentence.
I didn't like that sentence either.
Llama, llama, llama.
Okay. I love that you're showing a yearbook to a
Yeah.
podcast with no visuals.
We're talking.
This is good podcast content. Going through
So,
the
what
yearbook.
else happened in middle school?
So,
I met Eli.
in middle school?
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. This is this era.
We'll get there later.
Oh, my God.
That is 8th grade.
Dude,
Geogria is like.
I met Eli in middle school too.
It's
Yeah,
true.
I met Eli in middle school, too.
I remember I was in gym class with Tyler, and Tyler's like, "Hey, there's this guy. You should meet.
Hey,
He's really
what,
cool."
what grade is that?
6th grade.
Oh, fuck.
And he's like, "Hey, this is Eli," and he's like, "Sup?"
I was like, what's up? I need to
Did I
on my
introduce you to
You
Eli?
did.
That's crazy.
I
It
don't
was in
remember
gym
that.
class,
I don't remember that.
and then
Oh,
I just
that's
happened to
people.
have English with Eli the next 2 years in middle school.
Yeah.
And I feel like 7th grade was when we hit it off.
Remember that one time Andy misspelled as on the whiteboard?
That was funny as shit.
One of our friends spelled as with 2 S's on the fucking whiteboard in the middle of class.
Really?
Yeah.
He didn't get in trouble either.
He
Like-
wasn't the brightest.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
What's up,
So
Geogria?
6th grade, right?
Yeah.
6th grade was a very time for me because I got glasses, right?
He could see.
I could see. I was new to glasses. It was because in elementary school, I failed to really say in elementary school episodes, I was kind of an asshole. So like
Not much
everyone-
has changed.
Yeah, well, it's different now because like in 6th grade, I remember like doing like for like one day, like the first day, I was like our normal bullshit, and I was like, oh shit, that's not what normal motherfuckers do. What am I do? I need to cut this shit out. And so I was a lot more open to people. Not like I was racist in elementary school, but just like
It was racist.
it wasn't the
now.
core group anymore in elementary school. It was there was a lot more kids.
Are you racist now?
No comments.
What's your take on?
Don't you say the Navajo?
What's your take on the Navajo?
Okay. Ooh.
Yo, mama ho.
Yo, mama ho. But
I paid those fuckers $32 to see 4 squares.
So elementary school, not elementary school. 6th grade is also when I went to the Grand Canyon, December before 6th grade. I went to the Grand Canyon of that whole trip, which I couldn't fucking see. So I was blind. I didn't have glasses.
Dumbass.
That was the trip we found out I needed glasses.
Dumbass.
But in 6th grade, the first major story, like one of the biggest stories to me in 6th grade, is I used to be a bookworm. I used to read all of the time. I read like Percy Jackson twice. I read Harry Potter like a few times.
Shut.
I read too.
I read Aragon, that whole series. If you even know what that is,
I do.
I don't.
Yeah,
That's
that
right,
was a
dude.
big ass book.
Yeah,
There's like
those
4
are
of
some
them.
pretty beefy ones.
Yeah, no, like I was hardcore. I read a lot. And in class I did too. There was my 6th grade math class. What I would do is I would take notes and then I'd open my book and I'd read because that's all the notes I needed to take. Or like just working with the teacher. And it got to the point where it annoyed her so much that I wasn't doing bad in the class, but it annoyed her so much that she walked up to me and in front of the whole class was like, "If you don't stop reading, I'm going to send you to the principal's office." And
I had that in high school.
that
I
pissed
had
me,
that in 2nd grade.
that pissed me off so bad. I was like, I'm gonna stop reading completely solely because of this. I'm like, that is so stupid that you want me to stop reading. I'm gonna stop reading completely. Cold turkey to stop reading. And you know what? I think I won that battle because she died of cancer. So I got that done.
What?
Okay, no one deserves to die. However, karma is a little bit of a bitch.
You should have gone to her
who-
funeral
what
and just
teacher
read.
was this?
Some 6th grade math teacher. I don't remember her name. I was just didn't give a shit about her. After that, lost all respect. It made me so mad.
I didn't get threatened to be sent to the principal's office for it, but I did get my book confiscated in 2nd grade.
She didn't even do that. Just straight to the principal's office. That was stupid. Any 6th grade stories from you folks?
I was a bit of a messy individual.
Really?
All throughout elementary school
Holy
up
shit.
to 6th grade, and it didn't really get much better past then, but it got a little bit better.
We had
So-
lockers.
Yeah,
So-
in elementary school, this is backstory for what happened in 6th grade. Like you know how you had those like little desks with like little sections on them?
Yes.
I was a bit of a hoarder. It was kind of just a mess of things in there. Have you guys ever gotten your desk infested with ants?
Holy shit! You got your desk infested with ants?
Yeah, I think it was like third grade.
Dude, that's funny.
So that's basically the kind of hoarder I is in sixth grade.
Is? Still are?
If we go to your room, is your desk going to be filled with ants?
Is your room made of ants?
Maybe. But in
Okay,
sixth grade,
next episode, we're going to Tyler's house to look at this ant conspiracy.
No, it's not possible. Your dad would know.
yeah, probably
Dude,
he
yeah.
would sense the ants.
No.
But in sixth grade, I had this like really old science teacher, right? And
bitch.
I was getting in the habit in her class, yes, of forgetting my homework a lot or misplacing my homework a lot.
Ah.
So at one point, she was like, "All right, we're gonna go to your locker and see what's going on here."
Oh no.
So
Oh no!
we go to my locker, and it's of course piled high with random crap. And she
Was she like, what the fuck?
no, worse. She said that she had never seen a worse locker in her 39 years of teaching. So
Dude!
that's not the end of it. She has me clear out all the stuff from my locker, and she has me store from that for the rest of the year. I had to store my stuff in the cabinets in her room instead of getting a locker.
Whoa, you fucking needed it apparently.
Yeah.
Did your grades go up because of it?
My grades went up for a different reason. The very same teacher I was missing a lot of homework from because I missed the first couple of weeks of school for being on vacation or something, and then I just never bothered to get it set up because I wasn't used to having responsibilities from elementary school or whatever. So I got grounded until I got all my stuff turned in, which resulted in me being grounded for like a solid month. So after that, I was like, maybe I should get my homework in on time so this doesn't happen again. And that was basically when I became a good student.
They really did this kind of like the transition between 5th grade and 6th grade was like
It's brutal.
it's brutal.
Because, like, they also have the suite system. So basically, what they do,
Oh
my gosh!
Because
I forgot
we-
about
It changed. Now.
You'd be assigned a suite, and all your classes would be in that suite. And there were seven,
Science, social
seven.
studies,
Well,
English,
how many
math.
suites?
There were 5 suites.
So there were like 5 suites. And so if you got put in a suite, and your best friend from 5th grade got put in a different suite,
You're never
you were
seeing
never
them
seeing
again.
each other.
You
The
never saw
only
each other.
time you would see them is if you did a related arts change, and you might have had them in either band, orchestra, choir, or like PE, or one of the other random classes.
But dude, if it wasn't for that, yeah, you never saw them.
So for that reason, I lost a lot of friends that year. And could I have stayed in contact with them? No, because 6th graders didn't have phones then.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
have a no.
those
phone.
darn kids with their cell phones in 2nd grade or something.
Yeah, dude, really.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So
I had to
6th
save up money
grade
to buy my
was the first
thing.
time I played Minecraft.
Oh god.
It was 5th grade for me. Be good.
It's about this time for me on the Xbox 360.
I was an
I
early
played it
bloomer.
with Preston on the bus on the way home from Carnes because it was like a 30-minute bus ride.
Dude, 6th grade is when I started playing PC Minecraft. Though.
You
Oh,
just made me remember the middle school bus was the single most fun thing that ever happened to me in middle school consistently.
Really?
I have a middle school bus story.
I have a lot.
I have a middle school.
You have to
story.
understand that at the end of my bus, it was me and just the Deerings.
Ooh.
For about 15 minutes. 15 minutes with just us. We used to stop at the Kenjo. we used to stop at a gas station in middle school. We'd be like, hey, Miss Bud Driver, can we stop at the Kenjo and grab a Mountain Dew? And she's like, sure. So she would just stop at the Kenjo and she'd let us out and go to the Kenjo.
That's awesome.
Dude, there's a lot of stories. I used to fall asleep in the morning. I used to fall asleep a lot.
Fall asleep right now.
But I remember one time I fell asleep and I woke up at the high school and letting the high schoolers off. I remember walking up to my bus driver and I just went, hey. And she went, why are you still here? I'm like, I fell asleep and nobody woke you up. And she was like, nobody woke you up? I was like, Yeah, they're like, that's kind of messed up. Nobody woke you up. I'll take you back though. I remember going to class late. And everyone's like, "Why are you late?" I'm like, "Assholes! You don't wake me up, dude." I've woke people up before, so they got off. Terrible.
Dude, you've woken up people so they could get off?
I hate you. We also used to play a game. I forget what we called it, but basically, you would start at the front of the bus, in the aisle, and then you would try to make your way all the way to the back seat, no hold.
While it's moving, no falling. Yeah.
But while the bus was moving, and you had about 5 or 6 kids trying to stop you, and this is like full blown. You can't hold me.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this was. Like, you can we're going underneath seats. We're going over seats.
Your bus was rowdy.
Dude, our bus was they used to eat jalapenos in the back. Homegrown.
How does your bus driver tolerate this?
We had Spanky once. That was a cool ass bus driver.
My bus driver put the foot down on anything.
They used to. I never did this, but they used to snort Kool-Aid in the back. They would bring packets of lemonade.
I feel like that's an
Kool-Aid.
average type
They
thing.
would bring packets of lemonade Kool-Aid. And also about the whatever they brought, jalapenos or whatever. It wasn't like they would eat them like, oh, this is some good shit. They'd be in the back like, they would have a competition like every day for a week to see who could eat the most. And they would get to school like dying, like not okay. The middle school bus was so rowdy, and I loved it. It was such a good time.
Oh. My only middle school bus story was the first day of middle school. All throughout elementary school, I was a back of the bus boy.
Yeah.
I was a cool kid. And for whatever reason, the middle schoolers share the bus with the high schoolers. Yeah. So I go, the difference between, being, an elementary schooler in the back of the bus and being with other, elementary schoolers of different grades, and the difference between a 6th grader being in the back of the bus with, seniors in high school or whatever, pretty noticeable. So I go back there, the first thing anyone says to me, I don't remember what the words were exactly, but they basically threatened me that I shouldn't be in the back of the bus, and I'm like, that sounds reasonable, and then I was a front of the bus guy for the rest of middle school.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Another story I remember about being on the bus. I'm sure that we've got on the bus.
It's fine. It's part of it.
So we used to along the route. The last stop before it was just me and the other kids. There's one kid that me and him would get into just fucking around sometimes, pushing each other. And it was his last day at Carnes for whatever reason. We all went to Carnes Middle School, if you're wondering. And I remember I pushed him.
KMS.
I pushed him against the wall, and his head hit the corner of the window. And I remember when he smacked it, he was fine. He kept going for a little bit, but I looked at the window terrified. Completely cracked the entire bus window. Emergency window. Cracked it. I was like, I'm just looking at it, holding him, and he's still fighting me. He finally stopped and goes, "What?" I was like, "Dude, the window." He looks at it, me and him both sit straight up in different seats. He just turns to me and goes, "This is my last day. This is on you." He got off the bus, don't remember his name or anything, but they never questioned it. I never was asked what happened in that window. I'm like, man, somebody had to be kind of pissed.
What happens in the back of the bus?
It was the middle. That's the thing. It was the middle of the bus. That was the thing. That's why I was like, dude, fuck. You fucked up.
I rode the bus once in middle school, and I have a story.
Wow. Okay.
So, I'm just going on this because we're on the bus tangent, but it was 7th grade, I think. Mom was like, you should try riding the bus. So I'm like, okay. And so they told me my bus number, and I had to remember it all day.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was trying really hard to remember it. So they were calling the bus number, so I was like, that's not my bus. And then they called the bus number 2 more times. I was like, that's not my bus. It was the same bus. And they called it a 4th time. I was like, oh, shit, that's my bus. And I went out. I got on the bus. And we left. And I was like, this ain't my bus. So luckily, it got pretty close. I think I was somewhere between a half mile and a mile away from my house at the closest stop.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so it wasn't bad, but it was funny.
You didn't ride the bus again.
I was supposed to ride the bus with Megan because her mom was going to pick her up from my house that day.
But you did.
She got on the right bus.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so her mom ended up picking me up under the bridge while I was walking home.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But 6th grade. Do we have anything else about 6th grade? Damien?
I got bullied on the bus in 6th grade.
Dude.
Really?
Oh, sorry.
So there was Oh, it was one day that the bus, like, there just wasn't.
I'm gonna start calling you Mr. Trauma.
Yeah, so
Trauma
there
man.
was one day there just wasn't a bunch of high schoolers, or like
The L
the back of the bus was empty, so me and Preston went back there.
Yeah.
And there were some 8th graders came and joined us, and they just started poking and jabbing and, you know, attacking me and Preston. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
And I remember getting off the bus that day crying.
Can I, give 1 second? I understand that's very traumatic, but did you ever just literally head down, ass up?
For a
Licking
solid-
Tyler's feet.
For licking Tyler's feet. But you were getting poked on the bus, and you got
No, poking and jabbing was, you know, that's downplaying.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Not a good time.
Enough downplays.
From that point on, I don't think me and Preston ever sat in the back of the bus or close to the back of the bus again.
Yeah, you were a different breed.
You learn pretty quickly in middle school that
Really?
you're not
Yeah.
welcome in the back of the
Okay,
bus.
calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to be like in a mindset to be in the back of the bus. Like it was brutal, especially in middle school. High school, it really wasn't that bad, but in middle school,
Well, I mean, it's the same, but it's a different perception.
well, the thing is,
Everyone dodges you, like, when you're, I feel like, the high school getting on the bus.
I remember the elementary schoolers and high school rode the bus for a little bit. Everyone was like, "What in the world?"
I do remember that.
So-
That was wild.
This is funny. So, Haley Deering, right?
Yeah.
So, one day, her bus broke down. I guess I'm assuming it's your bus. But it broke down,
no.
and so we had to, my bus picked up your guys' at the high school and took them. And Haley just started nonstop name calling me and shit, saying, "This guy's a snitch. I hate him. Blah, 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 this, that, and bullshit. Fuck
Were you a
was."
snitch?
No, I didn't even talk to her. I didn't talk to any of the Deerings, really. I didn't want to associate myself with them. And so I called her out in the middle of math class. She didn't like that at all. From that point, I don't think she ever, like...
How did you call her out?
I said, "Haley," it was in the middle of math class. I'm like, "You called me a snitch on the bus today. What was up with that?" And, like, everyone looked at her dead silent. Her face was blood red.
Got him.
Did she explain what was up with it?
No.
So here's a funny one about buses. I have a lot of bus stories, and this one's funny because you guys can make fun of me. So the bus company for middle school went under for some reason. I think it had something to do with drugs. I swear.
Really?
That doesn't
Do you,
surprise
do
me.
you remember like the buses, like it was hard to get a bus for a while?
I
My
don't
bus
remember
driver
that.
that we used, he's dead now.
That's sad.
Oh, was that like the time where like it just started taking like the buses had to,
Forever?
like buses had to take like multiple
Yeah,
buses? I do remember
because
that.
because the main company,
Because I was like one of the last buses. I was stuck there forever.
one of the main companies that they had used like got shut down, and so
I didn't know that was
if
why.
you drive a bus, you have to have a CDL license, meaning you can drive a big vehicle. But you know what you don't need a CDL for? A short bus. And so for people who live quite far away from Kearns Middle School, who doesn't need a big bus, you would have to ride the short bus. And so for middle school, for a hot second, I had to ride the short bus to and from school.
Sure, you had to.
I had to. But there was a lot of jokes.
Maverick
made about
was
it.
required to ride the short bus.
That didn't happen to me in middle school.
However,
It happens in high school.
However, it did happen in high school because you know where I live. I live out in like the middle of nowhere, like windy, short roads.
about as far away and pointless as you can get.
So those roads are very narrow, very windy, not safe for a bus to be going down.
Yeah.
So they swapped to a short bus,
Yeah.
basically because it was not safe to be driving.
Well, our
on
bus
the side of the
driver
road.
also just wasn't a good bus driver, Tyler. There were multiple days he would hit stop signs, jump curbs, and...
I only remember it happening, him hitting something once.
Buddy, I've been riding that bus since I was in 3rd grade. It happened number of times.
Right. Well, I definitely don't doubt you. I slept through most of it. I usually slept on the bus, so.
Anything else from 6th grade?
You guys want to hear some
I met
some 6th grade
I met Eli.
Riz?
Oh, 6th grade Eli Riz?
Riz? Oh, no.
Oh, he stood up for a second. I got a
Good.
ball adjustment.
Yeah. So basically, all right, I didn't actually say anything here, but I thought it, and I remember thinking it, and I really hate it.
Okay.
I'm gonna impart upon you guys some
You know,
first knowledge.
you know,
I'm
this is
so ready.
You know, it's bad when 6th grade Eli knew it was bad and didn't say it in
Well, he
person.
wouldn't have said it if it was good.
Okay. Let's hear it.
All right, so basically, a little background. Flamelight, right? We talked about a little in elementary school.
Oh boy! I hate that that's connected to this.
We'll come back to that, but basically, Flamelight was the little like medieval all you imagine it you got it game. It was basically, in my eyes, it was basically the D&D that of the time for me. And in it, right, I had my own kingdom, right, and I
lived
was
in the
pretty cool.
basement.
Dude, I hate this story. So basically, 6th grade, I'm doing some work. We're doing like the thing where you sit in pods and you go around the class doing different things. And there's this one girl chilling. And I forgot the context, but she said like something along the lines of, I'm a princess. And dude, 6th grade me was like, oh yeah? Well, I'm a king.
Oh, that's
Who was the chick? Who was the
I
chick?
don't remember.
No!
I wish I could tell you. I don't remember.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm a kid, dude. That's terrible.
Dude, when I said that just now, all I could imagine was Burger King.
Dude, 6th grade.
Dude,
We
imagine
watched Frozen, wasn't it?
you're in that situation. She says, "I'm a princess." You said, "Oh yeah, I'm a king," and then you just anamorph into the Burger King mascot.
That'd be good.
I remember watching Frozen in 6th grade. I remember being like, huh.
That was 6th grade, wasn't it, when
Yeah.
that came out?
Yeah.
I remember hating Let It Go because
Me
it was
too.
overplayed. It was
Yeah.
really annoying.
It was a good song, just overplayed. It's a bop.
I don't know. I was in 6th grade, and really all throughout middle school. I was really on the like, oh, that's popular. It sucks.
I remember that.
So, anything else from 6th grade? That I
Yeah.
can remember.
Oh.
Oh, I feel like there's something pretty significant we're forgetting.
What?
So, back in 6th grade, if you got honor roll during the 9 weeks, you could walk across the street to Mr. Gaddy's when I was still in Corinth, and you got to be at Mr. Gaddy's for like 2 hours, eating pizza, arcades, watching TV.
I ate 22 slices of pizza. I remember counting because Orion ate 21. And I wanted to beat him so fucking bad. I remember at like 15, I was like, oh fuck, dude, this sucks. And I remember like getting 22 and be like, you had to walk back. That was the thing.
The walk back was always the
I
worst.
think I only did that once.
I don't
I
think
think
I
we
did that.
I think we only did it once. I think I only got it once.
Oh, I got it multiple.
Oh,
All right, Mr.
I go-
Goody
yeah,
Two-Dick.
because- yeah, okay, Mr. Trauma Man.
How
Okay.
about you go suck some more teacher penis?
True, real, got him.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean. You
it's-
probably deserve that Getty's pizza.
He's having flashbacks to the sucking off the teachers.
Hey, but it was worth it. Dude, Gaddy's pizza slaps.
Pretty good.
When would...
Remember when we went to Gaddy's and I got $5 of tokens with my meal, and Maverick's like, I can hit the $1,000
That's a
ticket.
different story. But
He
if you
hit
give
the
me one of
1,000.
those fucking Hammer arcade things,
He can hit the 1,000.
I'm a fiend. Okay? That is my machine.
Pulls out that
They had that in
retard
Vegas,
string.
dude? No, not retard strike. What the fuck did you just do?
Nothing.
What the fuck did you just do?
I'm just fucking around.
What the fuck? If they had one of those in Vegas, it's not retard strength. It's you have to get
Retard precision.
it's precise. You have to get tap it on the exact pressure to hit a specific bar to get a jackpot. And I walked up to Gaddy's and did it first try.
That's a good quote. I'm
This-
going to get that framed for you, Eli. It's not retard strength. It's retard precision.
Are we gonna move on to 7th grade?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
I remember. So it was me, Megan, Peter, Josh, and Andy.
Josh Lee.
No.
Josh,
Josh. He was Mexican.
Love.
Yeah. No.
Joshua
Yes,
Love.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's what I was close.
No, Rose.
Rose. It was
Joshua Rose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Ethan Naro.
Who?
I'd hang out with them after class in the car line. And I remember we'd always stand on the sidewalk away from the pavilion. And I'd always refer to it as the meat pile because everyone just crowded under it.
Dude, it was terrible.
Yeah.
It was not good.
Hey, 6th grade is whenever one time it started snowing. You know, all the kids,
Oh, and we got trapped at
all
school.
the kids are
That
always
was
like,
6th grade.
yeah,
That
it
was
was
sixth
6th
grade.
grade. I remember
was 6th
because
grade.
I remember being like, the teacher's like, it's not going to stick. Don't worry.
And then it stuck.
And then like an hour later, it was like, okay, everything is snowy.
And then all the buses shut down.
Yeah, people started like leaving classes. Their parents came to pick them up, and then like over the intercom, they're like, "Yeah, school's canceled."
And the following buses are not running, and it listed literally every single bus.
Every bus. And I remember I called Dad, and then I called my mom, and then they both didn't answer. And then my mom called back and was like, "You didn't leave a message for why you called your father?" And I was like, "No, he didn't pick up." He's like, "He didn't know why you called."
Should have picked up.
Yeah,
I couldn't get my parents on the phone. But anyway, this year Nick Royals moved into my subdivision, and so me and Nick we went home. We went home every day. We went to school.
Yeah.
We went home, and so I was like, "Hey Nick, I can't get my parents on the line. Can you take me home?" He's like, "Oh sure." On the way home, we passed my parents. Bumper to bumper traffic. 2 miles out from Carnes Middle School, and we flagged down like, "Hey, I'm in this car." And she's like, "Okay." Turned around.
that's good.
That was good.
My dad was a little bit irritated. He was like, "You need to leave a message."
My parents say I need to leave messages, and if I really wanted to talk to you that bad, I would drive over there.
Was that the beginning of the 2-week?
I thought that was 7th grade.
I thought it was 7th grade too. There was a snowstorm
Where we had 2 weeks off?
after winter break.
Yeah, that was
It was
7th
like
grade.
we had winter break.
So 6th grade, we had a bunch of 2 or 3 days.
Yeah. But winter break, it was specific. We had winter break. Then we had the snowstorms that perfectly lined up that we used all of our snow days, but we didn't have to do anything extra.
That happened in both 6th and 7th grade.
Like, it was stupid. It happened twice. But
We got a shit ton of snow days.
Yeah.
And it also got freezing cold that we got a lot of delayed days too.
What grade were we in September of 2014?
Oh, fuck. That's more like what? 10?
7th.
7th? Okay.
Why?
Because
I have a
2012
story
was 5th
I have
grade.
a short story for when for 7th grade. Though.
Okay. Well, are we
Related to Nick Royals.
Are you good?
I think we're ready to move on to 7th grade.
7th grade.
I gave
Holy
Nick
shit.
Royals a
We talked for
concussion in the
30
science
minutes
lab.
Yeah.
on 6th grade?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get moving.
We make the. You know what? Who cares? We make the podcast.
True. I'm stroking my shit right now.
I gave
No, you're not. No, you're not. For it. Make noises so that they can hear. You're louder than that. Let's be honest.
I'm not. I try to be quiet.
Let it loose.
Look at the sound
There you go. There you go.
That's
bud.
just the man I am.
He's the man with a plan.
Dude, all of the papers say there is no Ken without Barbie, but baby tonight, there's no woman that could possibly stop me.
I haven't seen Barbie.
It's a good movie.
I haven't either.
Okay.
Better than Oppenheimer.
7th grade. You want to open it up with that short story?
Yeah, sure. Short story. Nick Royals and I were in the same science class in 7th grade. We were at the back of the class on the computer for doing some project or something. We were screwing around. Long story short, I rammed his face into the desk and gave him a concussion.
I remember
You
that.
gave him a concussion?
I sure did.
That's
So-
funny.
Later that year, literally 2 months later, Nick got concussion in PE.
Hey,
He got hit in the head. We were playing handball or some shit, and he got dead.
dude. PE. This is the beginning of oh, dude, I'm hot shit at some things at PE.
I love PE. I
was
was
a
one of those
dodgeball
kids
gamer.
who opted
I
to
couldn't
take
throw,
PE
but I could
3
dodge.
times because I didn't do a year long, so I
Yeah.
opted to take PE longer because I really like just playing dodgeball, handball,
I
basketball, all
did
this
PE
shit.
every single time.
Yeah.
But I remember kickball. I was in my class at least. I understand that the whole school. But in my class, there was 4 kids. The home run was you hit the ceiling.
Right.
That was the deal. I was one of the few kids in that class that could consistently hit a home run. And I remember
There wasn't a lot.
there wasn't a lot. You had to kick it's foam balls that were being rolled to you.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
kind of fucked.
Oh, it was the big foam balls. You had to kick the shit out of it.
And you had
That's
to
impressive.
they had to have the right pitch because if
Yeah.
it wasn't bouncy enough, you couldn't get your foot under it because you have to launch those suckers.
Dude, it was Also, what was it? This is the beginning of the Pacergram fitness test.
Yeah, I
Graham
did 6th
Pacer
grade.
test.
But I know. Well, I'm saying in middle school.
Oh
I
yeah,
did
yeah,
grade
my
level.
bad.
But in middle school, I fucking hated that thing.
The fitness
Never
Grand
good at
Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobics.
I've always been a
gymnastics.
fat kid, dude. Fuck that shit. I can't run. Oh, this is when I figured out I had asthma. I remember, middle school. It turns out I had asthma, and I didn't know it, and I kind of didn't care either.
Well, he can see now, so it's okay.
I can see now. And I'm never using the inhaler. Oh, Geogria. 7th grade for me, once again, math. This is when I had annoying Janoyan. Miss whatever I called her annoying.
I had Mr. Jordan. I liked her.
I hated that class. This is where
She's been to a pony party.
that's funny. But
If
it
you're-
could just be like 7th grade math is just really hard for kids.
You were in my math class.
That's funny. This is whenever I got the name Marfic. This is where Marfic
I remember
happened.
that.
Because some girl in that class, so we're doing this math group project, which is kind of stupid in my mind. I remember, I was like, hey, can you put my name down? And she was like, yeah. And she spelled it Marvick. And it was the worst anyone has ever spelled in my name. And now I use it for, all my usernames. I'm like, Marvick. That's how that happened. But I didn't like that class.
I had Miss Rinky.
I don't remember any
So-
of my teachers' names.
There is so this is the first time I had Eli in a class.
Ooh.
So
Awful class.
it was
That
fourth
was a
period.
joke. It
We
was a
had
good class.
we had lunch, but it was it was like me and Eli, and then it was all the quote unquote kids who think they're popular, and so they segregate themselves from the rest of the class.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Really?
So it was me and
There
Eli.
were black people in that class.
So it was me and Eli for a large portion of that year until, the Floridian decided to move to Tennessee.
Dude, fuck that guy.
Oh, boy.
So I'm in my first
Not
period
actually.
class in 7th grade, and my teacher gets a call. She answers the phone, and she looks around the room, and she's like, Damien, I need you to go to the front office. Doesn't tell me why. So I go down to the front office, and I'm like, hey, my name's Damien. I was told to come down here, and they're like, oh, this is Zach. He just moved up here from Florida. I want you to show him around the school and, be his friend.
Dude.
That motherfucker made me walk around the school for an hour because he couldn't understand gym, all the classrooms, cafeteria.
I can't believe they
Maybe he was
designated
screwing
a
with you
friend to Zach.
It was designated
They literally
friend.
were like designated friend.
Dude, I remember.
And look where we're at now. I'm living with that
I
motherfucker.
called Zach the Antichrist so many times in middle school, he reported me to the office.
I remember
What?
that.
That was awesome.
That's funny.
So
I didn't meet Zach until one of my last years of high school, I think.
Really?
you
Yeah.
sat with him in 7th grade.
I
You guys
did,
remember?
I'm pretty sure.
I did? Yeah. Because your teacher had the same lunch schedule as me and Eli's. Because Zach was with us at lunch. So me, Eli, and Zach would all come sit with you and Curly and a couple other people at the booths.
This is a good.
This is news to me.
This is a good time to say that, in my opinion, 7th grade lunch was pretty shit.
It was pretty bad.
It was so, schools are never staffed very well. They would make the kids clean the tables every single day, literally go and wipe them down and everything. Until, do you remember whenever a parent raised enough hell where they stopped doing that?
Yeah.
So we stopped wiping down the tables because
I didn't know that's why we stopped. I didn't even
Yeah,
recognize
we
that we stopped.
the tables got so fucking disgusting. They were so sticky all the time. I don't know if you remember that. But I
That's pretty
remember
bad.
every time I sat down, I was like, this is so fucking disgusting. That was terrible. Wait, is 7th grade whenever, what was his name?
Sorry, Alex?
No.
That's 8th grade.
Guy who got smoked skateboarding.
That was 7th grade. He
that-
sat next to
Oh,
me.
was that 7th grade?
Mark.
Mark.
It was because he sat next to me
What
in
was
the
his
first
name?
block.
It wasn't Mark Miller. It was
I
Mark.
think it was.
What?
It might have been.
Oh,
I
either
knew
way,
him.
so
I knew
for-
a Mark Miller.
So for people, I don't think it was him. I think it was a different Mark. I swear.
Wait, what
It
happened?
might start with a
He
B.
died.
It wasn't Mark Miller.
Yeah. I
Who
farted,
farted?
guys. I'm sorry.
Oh!
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. But basically,
Geogria is running.
for those that don't know, long story short, this kid was skateboarding with a friend
His name was Mark.
on a one-lane back road at night, wearing black clothes,
And he died.
and a car came over a kind of blind hill and smoked him. and he died.
So he died in his buddy's arms.
Yeah, that one talking about some fucking character development on that one. Ooh, fuck.
And you thought you had trauma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Hey, it's not over yet. It's good. It might happen today.
His girlfriend was Megan's best friend at the time.
Yeah, I remember hearing like Megan's been like, yeah, she just hit me up and was like, Mark died.
That was like super cool too.
He was. I knew of him, never knew him. I just know more than half of the school did not show up for classes for like days.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Which-
they had
which-
counselors coming for the next 3 weeks.
I understand to a point, but at one point, I remember some kids being like, yeah, I just didn't want to go to school. I'm like, okay, that's kind of fucked up. A little bit. Middle school is a time where kids took every chance to not go to class. I remember that.
It probably happened in high school some too.
Middle school is when I remember it.
Elementary school was when I tried to skip class the most.
Okay, but elementary school, you sound like a rowdy kid, apparently.
A little bit. I got my act together in 6th grade.
Sure.
So, at one point, we were, me and Zach, we were in the same bus hall. We were, last class of the day, we were just waiting for our buses to be called. Well, Zach came to my classroom, and he lost his phone in the science lab. And he never found it.
Someone
just never
stole
found
it.
He
No,
still doesn't
because
have a phone
The
to this
location
day.
on it, forever, until it died, kept saying the science lab.
That's hilarious.
And we tore the room apart and couldn't find it.
That's funny.
Did you try calling it?
7th grade is
And he had it on silent because, you're not supposed to have your phone out.
7th grade is whenever I finally got a phone. It's like-
I shared a phone with my siblings. At that
yeah,
time. I didn't have my own phone until freshman year.
I know. That was.
I don't think I had an actual phone until high school. I was using an iPod.
I remember that. I remember being annoyed that I couldn't phone thing you.
Call me?
Yeah,
Did you say phone thing?
yeah.
I feel like it probably wasn't until...
The fuck? Did he whip his dick out?
I guess
So-
so.
So
Oh, that's
I
Marshall.
forgot about this. So there was a point where me and Tyler, we did this Pokemon battle on our DSs. We did a tag battle. It was between me and Preston versus Tyler and Zach Malcolmus.
Yeah.
We went this and we did it for a while. One night we just actually we sat down, we did the battle, and eventually I guess it got really late because I called Tyler and his dad picked up the phone and he's like, "Do you know what time it is?" I'm like, no. Who is this? And he's like, "This is Tyler's dad. Tyler's gone to bed. You can call him tomorrow if you really want to talk to him. Good night."
My parents got so annoyed with you calling them all the time to get into contact with me.
What other choice did he have?
There wasn't one. They just found it annoying that Damien was calling all the time.
Like there was a couple months stage where like me and Tyler we were pretty good buds.
Yeah.
And we just called and we talked about Minecraft and Pokemon and then like his parents just kept on yelling at me so I just stopped talking. And so I only saw Tyler at his birthday parties after school.
Is 7th grade Nash Cash?
Yeah.
So
Sounds about right.
there was this teacher, health. I think it was a health teacher. I don't
Yeah,
know.
There
he
was.
was a health teacher.
His name was
Mr. Mashburn.
Yeah, Mr. Mashburn.
He wasn't a doctor.
But he
Thank God.
was a fucking pervert, hardcore.
He was creepy.
Yeah.
He was creepy as fuck. Would drop pens, make girls pick him up, and all sorts of shit. Right?
So he also memorized every single question to all the tests he gave us.
Yeah,
That's scary.
he was just weird. But nobody ever called him Mr. Mashburn. Everyone called him Mash Daddy.
And eventually, Mashcast became a thing.
There's a whole story behind Nash Cash. I don't really want to get into because we're 43 minutes into it. Long story
Basically,
short,
money was made, and we put Mash Daddy's face on it.
yeah, somebody ripped like a fake dollar bill off the internet and put his picture from the yearbook as the face and changed a few letters. And it was Mash Cash.
If you're
It was
curious,
mass
the
produced.
picture of it might make it into the thumbnail. I
Oh,
have
dude.
one.
You do?
So, that birthday for Tyler, before his parents got pissed at me and Curly conspired, and we gave
You know what I love?
Tyler like a Mash Cash like Pokemon
That's
card.
the one I
Damien
have.
has moved away from the mic, and look how much smaller his sound waves are.
And the podcast is better for it.
Oh!
But they like circulated to the elementary school, high school, and different schools. And I remember at one point, if you like had some on you, you were sent to the principal's office.
There's something about middle school we haven't talked about yet that I feel is pretty.
Tyler just had a remember moment too.
You guys remember Silly Bands?
That was,
That was
elementary.
We did talk
It was
about
still-
that in elementary school.
We talked about that and how they got banned.
So Middle school was the first year we had to submit to the random searches.
I never got searched.
I got searched every single fucking time.
You want to know the 500 IQ strategy you do to never get searched?
What?
I never got searched. I brought a
remember
mesh.
why.
I brought a mesh backpack.
Oh, fuck that shit. I had a leather backpack.
Dude.
That's why you got searched every time. I
You
never
went to
got
the high-
searched.
Yeah. 7th grade. I think I had Mr. Heising. Was Mr. Heising 7th or 8th grade?
Both.
Yeah,
And
I
they
think.
transferred to high school.
I think
I was about to say, I thought he was a high school
I
teacher.
got him.
He was
I think I
seventh.
got him 7th, 8th, and freshman high school.
Yeah. He was pretty cool. I like Mr. Heising a lot.
I did too. That's just a note. I had a good time.
I never had him for an actual teacher. I had him subbing multiple times, and then he came back in high school, and I had him a couple times to sub. He was really cool. I liked him a lot.
Any other 7th grade stuff?
I think it was 7th grade.
Okay.
In gym, I was like, we had to do our general fitness test, and one of them was the standing broad jump. I remember jumping and being like, that's pretty good. And I don't remember, I asked someone, hey, what's the record we have for standing broad jump? They're like 7 feet. I was like, damn. I just jumped 8.
Oh.
I remember the boys' locker room being shut down because
I never used the locker.
I
I
never
never
did.
used it.
Yeah.
I'd always.
remember there were
I had some
coaches that would
bits.
come in to watch us change.
Well, because you
Sus.
fuckers would do fucking axe bombs in there.
Okay, axe bombs definitely happened.
Yes, I know.
That's beside the
And
point.
they became an issue to the point where they're like, we have to fucking watch this.
Yeah,
You brought it upon yourselves.
that's fair. I never participated in the axe bomb.
Oh, sure, but you
Right.
supported it. You stayed and watched.
No. I stayed and watched.
Okay.
I supported it.
Okay.
I never supplied the axe,
Dude,
and I never released
This
the axe.
motherfucker was just following
My
orders.
parents were in a stage where they didn't like axe spraying in middle school. Then high school, they just
This was your secret stash.
yeah.
No. Any 7th grade? Any other things we can remember?
Also, outside with Josh, Peter, Megan, whatever, I remember the only real conversation I remember is we planned to do a world tour in a blimp, and anytime we got somewhere we wanted to go, we'd wingsuit out of the blimp.
You were so big on wingsuits. in
Dude, they
middle
were
school.
so cool.
Eli
And
also
Jamaica.
Went, I was
Yeah.
about to say, Eli went through a Jamaica phase and a koala phase.
Eli, if you'd gone through your Eli, if your Jamaica phase had been just a few years delayed, you would have been a stoner.
It's true.
Yeah, really, dude. So 8th grade, I guess, unless anybody has anything else.
Oh!
8th grade. Oh, dude. So, I'm sitting in this science class. What was her name?
Miss Owen!
Miss Owen. Sitting in Miss Owen's class, and we didn't have a science teacher you kind of chose, but when you chose, it was it. About a quarter of the way through the semester, Geo Greer just jumped up at Tyler.
I was punching her in the nose.
About
Full force, by the way.
Yeah.
He's just beating the shit out of Damien's dog right
a
here.
quarter of the way through the semester, they switched seats, and I got kicked out of my little group. And I remember being like, well, everyone else I don't really like. I guess I'm taking a gamble. There's this one kid in the back with a hoodie. I remember I was like, okay, I'll sit by him, I guess. And I sat, it's like, you share a table with one person. It wasn't like a big table. So I sat down with him. And I'll never forget. He was like, hey, guess what? I was like, this is like the first thing he said to me. I was like, what? And he points to the clock and he says, it's 9/11. And I was like, dude, it is 9/11. And that's how I met Eli.
What's up, guys?
Well, but I didn't meet, like, I've met him before.
But that's how we
But this is the first time that we were like,
Yeah.
oh.
we're both retarded. Yeah.
Retarded, dude. We would sit in the back of that class, and I only remember a few things. I remember the project where we had to make something to stick to the table to resist a hairdryer that we sucked at. And I remember learning about rocks because one of the systems for defining a mineral was cleavage.
Yeah.
And whenever cleavage happened,
What?
exactly. And like, was like, ah!
Dude, there was one time we played Kahoot, and I was like, dude, watch this. And I entered this Juice Slayer 666 for like half a second and left immediately. I was like, do you think the teacher saw it? She totally saw it. She was just over our shit by then, so she didn't say anything.
Dude, that's before Kahoot censored shit.
Yeah.
But I think a very defining thing that we need to say. So in the back of this classroom, by these cabinets, there's cabinets. We're sitting next to cabinets, right? And we have like, I say updated yearbooks. They're out of date already, but the older yearbooks were in this cabinet.
The book.
And we would go and we like look at them because people drew in them all the time back. It was like they were like 2005 or issued or something like that. There's this one book.
The book.
This one book specifically that had more drawings than the rest of them.
The book.
Can you explain what the book was?
Basically, the book became our melting pot of dick shit. We just draw whatever in there. I remember there was like a stain in it. I outlined it and wrote, I came here. I remember there was like multiple jokes about Michael Jackson race changing.
Yes, I remember that too.
Lots of stuff about FSM.
Yes, that was. If you don't know what FSM is,
Then you're missing out on our Lord and Savior.
you're missing out on our Lord and Savior.
The flying spaghetti
The flying
monster.
spaghetti monster.
Flying spaghetti monster.
It's a religion, literally, about believing in a flying.
If you want an excuse to wear a colander on your head for your driver's license, it's religious headwear.
But at one point we were like, this book is so fucked up that we were like, if you look at it, it gives you cancer. You remember that?
Remember that.
We were like, and literally, we stopped writing in the book because we were like, there's so much fucked up shit in there.
I remember sometimes we'd grab it, not look at it, open it, and wait for the other person to accidentally look at it.
Yes. We'd just be like, hey, look at this.
You got cancer.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did. Dude, that book was so funny. I remember we wanted to go back and see if it was still there.
My mom works in the office of the school
We
now.
should have done that.
Yeah, well, we couldn't. She was like, because we asked, we were like, can we go to Miss Owen's class and see if this book is still there? She was like, I can't let you go back into the hallways.
Something else about this class is there's the two fuckers next to us. Have we talked about this before?
I think so, but JT and Colby.
Yeah, long story short, I think we have talked about this.
Oh,
These-
good kids.
Colby was this fat, insane fuck.
Yeah, but I think we have talked about this, how he used to staple his legs and shit.
Oh,
All
yeah,
my
right.
shit.
And all your shit. We've definitely talked about this in the podcast.
Yeah.
But anything
Good
else
kids.
from that class?
Tyler Matlack getting the bag.
Oh my god, Tyler
And his
Matlack.
gambling addiction.
Dude, Tyler and his gambling addiction. Dude, that was so fucking funny.
Oh shit, there's something significant. So, do you guys remember the Mio challenge?
Oh.
And how
Oh
James-
my
God.
James fucked Riley McNeil
Yes.
over for going on
That
the
was-
New York trip.
Yeah.
So, long story short, there's this kid that brought, like, Mio, the water flavoring. You do it straight, it's kind of disgusting, right?
This kid was James, by the way, and he's been a troublemaker since elementary school.
So, this kid brings his bottle of Mio. He's like, hey, Riley, Mio challenge. And, of course, Riley's like, oh, fucking course, I got this easy. Riley did it, not Mio, fucking vodka in this Mio bottle.
Riley gets fucked because
Yeah.
Riley turned it in.
Yeah, Riley was like, what the fuck? Turned it in, and then this New York trip, which you have to put down like quite a bit of money, they fucking suspended Riley and took like $800 from that he could not get back because of it. He did the right thing and got fucked over hardcore.
Yeah, like, it was pretty bad.
And I remember being like, dude, why are they doing that to you? I was like, they just said that's the minimum they could do for what I did.
What? Yeah, what did he do?
He drank alcohol on school premises.
He got
He
tricked.
didn't know.
I know, it was
Challenge
stupid.
Going on. There was a bunch of other more dangerous challenges.
It's true. It
happening.
was
Dude.
stupid as shit.
To this day, Carnes Middle School, that was fucking retarded.
Yeah.
That made that
Dude,
one. Made
I already disliked James, but when that happened, I was like, dude, if I ever see James in the wild, I'm gonna fucking kill him with a hammer.
This is the beginning of you wanting to kill. Dude, okay,
This is the
something else.
beginning of me wanting to kill. What the hell?
Dude,
I don't know. I think Eli's been on that for a minute.
something else.
White screamer Eli arc.
Something else about the 8th grade. We would sit in the back and just watch fucking
We watched 1,000 Ways to Die so much.
Yes, we just sat back there and did nothing. We literally didn't learn anything. It was so bad.
You guys were not good students.
Dude, but
No,
it was
that's
really
it.
fun.
It was so, and then I started hanging out with Eli, and that's also quite a bit of story.
That's when we started doing cooking times, which is on my YouTube channel, by the way.
If you want to see some early ass fucking videos,
Yeah, I have all of them in a playlist.
Dude.
You go check out the channel playlist.
Yeah, dude. I started hanging out with Eli, and Fight Club
Whoa.
was. I don't think this was round 2 yet, but
When did the Olympics start?
not then.
Ooh, I
I
don't know.
I started 8th grade year.
It may have.
Really?
Maybe.
Well, I won the first official one, so I don't care.
I won the first unofficial one, so
I still don't think that's true.
I won one of them that was unofficial.
I still don't think that's true.
That is true. Eli was there.
I was too.
I won.
Which one did you win that was unofficial?
There was
One
one.
with Black Ops.
No.
Not Black Ops, Call of Duty.
No.
Okay.
It was just a cooking event. That was it.
Was that the one with Ethan?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't think
Okay, Eli is not very confident in that.
No. He did win.
He just thinks it's really stupid that I did because it was really stupid
He
that I
gave
did.
him cold beef broth with raw noodles in it.
What the fuck?
And
So
Ethan
I
was like,
win.
yeah, I prefer this.
So we have a cooking challenge, right? And we're challenged to only use stuff that Eli has in the house. We didn't
What
have like the
fuck?
prep that we have right now. So we're all like scrounging Eli's pantry and whatnot for stuff we can use. So I get my beef broth, I get my noodles. I think I can probably do something with that. And then while I'm like starting to heat stuff up, I'm like, hey, I jokingly ask Ethan, do you prefer your noodles raw or cooked? And he says raw. And I'm like, haha, what? He actually prefers them uncooked. So I give him cold beef broth and noodles for his dish. With I think I gave him a side of a slice of cold pizza.
Dude, what the fuck?
And I won.
It was so gay.
But what does that say about your guys' meals?
Fuck you.
8th grade, we had the New York trip, which
Yeah.
I didn't have the best time.
I didn't go.
Damien didn't go.
So, all coming up through middle school, they advertised
Coming?
this trip to Williamsburg. And then the year we got to 8th grade, they canceled the Williamsburg trip.
What the fuck's Williamsburg?
Hell.
Virginia?
What the?
It's a place for Revolutionary War nerds.
There's
Oh my
revolution-
god.
So there's revolutionary shit. You could go to haunted houses and shit, and you go to amusement park. And so I saved up money to go to Williamsburg, and then they canceled it. And I was like, ah, fuck this shit.
That's funny.
Oh,
I was pissed.
You deserved it for being into the Revolutionary War.
The Napoleonic War era is better.
ew. Yeah, I went to
Revolutionary
the
War sucks balls.
New York trip, and I remember I didn't spend any money until the way back when we stopped at the Hershey's factory.
Yep.
And I spent like $100 on candy, and then I was like, dude, I bought like a lot of Jolly Ranchers and Twizzlers and shit. I was like, oh, dude, this is gonna last me until like Halloween, and then I ate it all before we got back to Tennessee.
Yeah. I bought
What?
three.
Yeah,
I bought
You bought
three.
$100 of candy.
and I ate it all before we got
Does
back.
that surprise you, Tyler?
Yes!
I bought
That's
three
unfathomable
things
to me.
besides food
Okay,
on the New York
yeah,
trip.
but this is also Maverick we're talking about.
I know, but like, I know Maverick eats like more stuff like that than me, but like that's still just like
Maverick
I
gets
can't even
petty,
imagine.
And he's like, I bet I can finish this.
Well,
and
you
then he
see,
doesn't.
you see what happened is for lunch, they stopped at Starbucks because the place that we were going to stop canceled somehow. And so, do you know the dilemma Maverick was in whenever he was like, either have to get Starbucks, whatever the fuck donuts or shit they have?
They have sandwiches.
I've never ordered Starbucks, and specifically remember in 8th grade, I was like, this will probably be the only time in my life I order Starbucks. And I was
I
like,
don't plan to drop down to white girl level.
exactly. And I was like, I'm not doing that. So I
Go
didn't.
to the Cotton Eye Joe.
So I didn't.
I got him.
I didn't eat
Look.
Starbucks.
The Joe's a lot better than Starbucks.
That's not true.
That's
Starbucks has
debatable.
perfectly okay sandwiches and good chai tea.
But either way, so I didn't get Starbucks, so I hadn't ate lunch or dinner or whatever we had. And then no, it was dinner. We went to the hotel. I woke up too late for breakfast, and so by the time I got to Hershey's, I hadn't eaten in 24 hours.
Skill issue.
Okay.
I bought 3 things on the New York trip. I bought a New York hat. I bought a Maneki Neko from Chinatown, which is one of those lucky cats you see in Chinese restaurants. And then at the Hershey place, I
Is
bought.
that the one that's in your car right now?
Yeah,
Isn't it Japanese?
it's one of them. It's Asian. It was in
Neko's-
Chinatown, so
I've
I
been to
assume.
Asia.
Neko's a Japanese word.
You know, I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. The last thing I bought was 4 pounds of Twizzlers, which I also ate before we got back.
Twizzlers are fire.
I made a lot of good purchases on that trip, and by a lot, I mean all of them. I have that hat, and I gave it to a good friend who was working on his second album. And the Maneki Neko's in my car.
Who's that good friend?
Lil Dong,
Oh, you know him personally?
I do.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen him. I was
Oh.
there when he
I
took
mean,
his
yeah,
album.
So,
I've seen him, yeah.
So
I was there when he took his album photo.
I actually wore the Lil Dong fit before Lil Dong. I had that green jacket I wore every day. I had that hat. And we were walking down the New York street at night, walking back to our bus. And I was like, you know what? I could look like a gangster right now. And
Oh,
so
yeah?
I take this hat. It's a flat bell hat that says New York. It's green, same color green as my hoodie. And it's covered in fishnet. I put on my head. And then I take my hoodie. I zip it up less than halfway. And then I put the hood on the hat halfway. And I know I looked official because 2 black guys came up to me out of the whole crowd of middle schoolers walking down the street, were like, oh shit.
Well,
Are you kidding me?
Wait, did he say?
You just said the N-word.
I didn't say the N-word.
Dang you, Damien! We have gone so long without having to bleep anything.
All right.
It's an hour in! You did it an hour in!
Anyways, yeah, I got street cred in 8th grade because of my attire.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Was that at the beginning of your...
I remember also talking to Peter, and he wouldn't show me his Discord at the time. And I think it's because the people he was talking to were sending furry porn.
What?
What?
But I can't
Gabe.
confirm that.
What the fuck?
It wasn't Gabe. It was like Riley McNeil's friend group.
I think I started hanging out with Peter in 8th grade. I think that's when that happened.
I started hanging out with Peter in 6th grade.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. I can't confirm that.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
8th grade. Anything else?
I have some significant shit.
Okay. Hit it.
So, for those of you who don't know, my sister is a 2-time junior Olympian for cross country.
Special Olympians?
No,
But you should be.
just junior Olympian. Anyway, so she did cross country 6th grade, so I also did. I got an award for cross country that year. For I don't know, I got recognized for some shit. That was pretty cool. We also don't hurt me. This was also the first time I had been in an honors class in middle school. I finally got into honors science. That was sus.
Your mom is sus and gay.
Can you sit back down in front of the mic?
I bet your
Suck
mom.
it.
I bet your mom likes men.
Sit down, please.
Can't confirm. This is also the first time Damien asked out a woman.
What?
Well,
Tell me about it.
this is the first time Damien asked out a woman.
How'd that go?
It didn't. She also sat right next to me,
Oh!
so it was
I
kind of.
broke your hanger. It's not all the way
That
broken.
cost like 22 cents.
Oh, fuck, dude. You want me to Venmo you?
Please.
break. Oh.
That cost me 22 cents.
You can still put clothes
You
on
can
it.
still put clothes on, see?
Just duct tape it.
Yeah!
Don't
Here.
tell me you don't have duct tape.
Dude.
What? He doesn't.
No.
Really. Oh.
Continue, please.
Yeah, give it here. Continue.
Let's see. Also, my history teacher, he left the last 9 weeks of school. He got like a double leg
He
infection.
get pregnant.
I can't confirm that. But apparently he had some medical issues, so they split up our class for the rest of the year. And every day we went to a different teacher's classroom because we were just divided up because they didn't have a long-term sub for us. So some days we'd have a sub, some days we didn't. We would watch Bill Nye the Science Guy. We would watch history shit. Or we literally did absolutely fucking nothing.
So this reminds me, 8th grade math. We had this teacher. I didn't like her very much. She was kind of old and hateful, right?
I was also in this math class.
She eventually was like, "Hey, my son's going back to Afghanistan, and I can't
War?
yeah."
Yes, so she just couldn't. She didn't want the
I
workload handle.
She's like, "I can't take it."
Georgia,
What'd she just do?
She took a popsicle stick. She's like, "I can't." So we got Miss Underwood.
which is now Miss Brown. She got divorced.
Aw,
I think Preston said something. She might be getting remarried soon.
that's good.
I know.
Great teacher.
Great
Had a
teacher.
great time.
She put up with a lot of our
Great
bullshit.
math class. Like not just like us messing around. We actually learned things. Me and Tall Jay used to sit in the back.
Jay was cool. I like the fuck out of
Dude,
Jay.
yeah, we had a great time.
He's got a kid now.
I know.
What?
Yeah. With Sky, right?
Sky, yep. That's correct.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
What? Sky does Minecraft. I see.
I can't believe people our age have children.
Yes, there's 3 of them that I know of.
It's wild.
Steven,
That's
Jeremiah
cool.
Abernathy, Jay, I can't name
Jay's nuts.
Jay Moore,
Yeah.
Jay Lynn.
Wait, Jalen Moore?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got a kid.
yeah.
That's gay.
We're old. We're old.
Doesn't Spencer Birchfield have a kid too?
Oh God, he does.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. I like how all of them were like, yeah, they have
I'm
a
pretty
kid.
sure, Joe?
Oh, mama. Oh.
Do you have Tia Walker?
I do.
Yeah.
Joe?
Doesn't Joe live in California?
Joe?
Yeah.
No, he's a carpenter here.
I'm thinking of a different guy then.
I'm pretty sure they had a kid.
Okay. There's a lot of them. Either way.
The
And-
numbers are growing.
Anything else from
I can't imagine having a kid before age 25.
anything else from 8th grade?
Tyler, you're about to turn 22.
Maybe 20, 26, 27.
Anything else from 8th grade, or we don't know?
We had the 8th grade dance.
I didn't go to any school dances,
Me-
not even in high
I think
school.
I went to one middle school dance and I was like, this is lame. I'm not
8th
doing
grade
this.
dance was pretty fire. I won't lie. Only one
It's
I
pretty
went
good.
to.
Besides
They
the
had-
fact the girl asked to go to the dance with me.
That's funny. I picked up Matthew Mann and he dabbed, and that's in my yearbook. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah?
thank you for picking me up at the 8th grade dance and letting me dab. There was also unlimited chicken tenders.
I remember you destroying those.
Dude, I fucked some of those fuckers up. And this is the beginning. This is when I bought my blue dress shirt.
This is the
Oh,
start
shit.
of an
So-
era.
Yeah, because it was large. It was pretty big whenever I got it. It was like pretty loose.
You were
I remember.
planning ahead.
Apparently, so this is the beginning of this blue fucking dress shirt. I'll go ahead and just say it. I've worn it, so for football, you had to dress up sometimes. If I have to go to church, if I have to do anything, this
Okay.
blue button-up dress shirt is the go-to, and I've worn it since 8th grade. Okay, good news, Damien.
I fixed your hanger.
Your coat hanger that he broke, he's duct taped together. There you go, it's fixed.
Oh, thanks. He
I-
owes me 22 less cents.
I missed this 6th grade story. In 6th grade, I was asked out.
What?
By who?
Abigail Thomas.
Oh!
For context, she dated Preston for a little bit, and then I believe she also dated Steven, if I'm not mistaken.
She got around.
Yeah.
Round and
So-
round, get around, I get around.
It's kind of funny how that went
Round,
down.
round,
At the time, I was not interested. I was never interested in her. But at that time specifically, I remember us especially not being. And I hung out with this one fucking weird kid. But he had my back, evidently. Because she was like, I don't remember his name. His first name was Will. I don't remember his last name. But he wasn't a good kid. But he was chill.
I know who you're talking about.
Did he have
Okay.
kind
He
of
was short, buzz cut,
Yeah,
always
buzz
wore a hood.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
So she asked me out, and I stopped for a minute because I was like, "How do I say no?" And then he came up and he was like, "Joe, do you agree?"
I do agree.
Stop wagging with your tail.
He said, "Do you agree?"
Is that what those blips are? Her wagging
It's
her tail?
possible.
Okay.
He came up after he noticed that I was struggling, he was like, he doesn't want to date your ugly ass.
Oh my god!
God.
He didn't say those exact words, but he said something extremely, like, it was not an easy letdown.
That's so rude.
Yeah, he said something fucked up.
That's funny character development moment right there.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It was so bad. Do you know what happened?
What?
He cried.
She didn't talk to me until high school, where she apologized. Ugh.
For liking you?
Yeah, for asking me out. Yeah.
That's
Oh.
awful.
Yeah. Anyways, that was my story that I forgot about. Anything else?
I think that sums up a lot of 8th grade year.
Alrighty. Well, then, in that case, thank you for listening to this week's episode of the C.A.P.Cast.
Wait, Maverick, I have a question. Did we I have no memories of interacting with you in middle school. I know we had to because in high school when we were in the same advisory, it was like, that's a guy I know. But I don't remember ever.
I don't
interacting
remember.
with you.
Yeah, me neither. I need to look at my yearbook and see if you signed it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because I know we had to have interacted because otherwise I wouldn't have gone and sat
I wish
with you
there was
in
a
advisory.
way that I could look at my old teachers, like elementary school.
Right.
Like, you know how you see your class. I don't know what classes I had or with who.
I can tell you all mine. Well, except for Cedar Bluff, I can't say all of those.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Oh, no comments of the week this week.
What?
I haven't got any new comments. The only comment I haven't read is from Austin.
Oh.
I mean, he's not on the podcast.
Well, guys-
really.
So if you want to be our comments of the week, we'll give you a shout out. Just comment something funny or something not funny. I don't really care.
Comment wiener.
The
comment
standard is
wiener.
low.
As
Wiener,
long
wiener,
as
wiener,
I can
wiener,
say it on the
wiener, wiener.
C.A.P.Cast, we're good.
I will say whatever you put.
Eskimo.
Let us know in the comments if you think Eskimo is a slur and we need to bleep it.
We've asked this.
Eskimo.
I
never got
know
an
it's
answer.
not yet. All right. Anyways, thank you for watching.
We'll see you next week, guys.
Yeah. Goodbye. Thank you for listening to this week's edition. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment to let us know how we did. I would also like to note that nothing any of our hosts say at any point is to be taken seriously or as genuine advice. All hosts are simply adding their genuine personality to each episode, thus making this podcast the realest one yet. No cap.